Hello and welcome to another CoinMetrics video. Today I want to talk about options and option data. Now, personally, I'm not really a trader in options, so there are some of the details that completely evade me, like some of the Greeks, what they mean in detail and how to take advantage of these specific metrics. But I'm going to show you how to get this data and then how perhaps to ask an LLM for help for interpreting it as well. So I've actually open sourced this repo here called Terrify, and it's custom coded to run on Deribit and get Bitcoin options. But of course, it's very easy for you to change and let it run on another asset or perhaps even another options exchange. It is configurable in many ways, so you can provide the start and end date, and that is going to be the period of time during which the expirations of these options contract fall. And then you can say how many days in advance you want to start looking at the trading data, because let's say the option contract ends on the 30th of April, something like that, then how many days before the 30th of April do you want to see the data? Because usually the options are completely worthless on the day of expiry. Or, I mean, they may have a value, but after the expiry, certainly they have no value. So you have Greeks, they look like this: delta, gamma, theta, vega, so they're all Greek letters. And then you can get only the Greeks, or you can get also implied volatility and the prices and open interest. And these are all metrics that are relevant to options. And this tool here will allow you to download all this data, and then you can build your own analysis on it. And a few of the analysis scripts are already included in the repo as well. So if you clone the repo and run the code, you will basically collect your data in directories like this. So the contract prices here, for example, 65,000 is maybe a little bit pessimistic. Let's take a look at this one here. So this is an option that expires on the 25th of April, where you can have the right to put the option at a price of 78,000. And if you were to buy this, you would pay it looks like 2.6 cents per contract. So that's the kind of data that you can get here for the market contract prices, the market Greeks, illustrated here on the left, how that looks like for different strike prices. So you see that the strike prices here are encoded in the name of the CSV file. And then, of course, each CSV file contains the actual market denomination again. So you can get that information there. And then we have the implied volatility, which may lead you to getting graphs like this, so-called volatility smile, which lets you understand how the market sentiment is. Now, again, I'm not a financial analyst, especially not on options, so take it with a grain of salt. But this is the structure of the repo. So you have a main file that will basically parse the arguments, and then it will call for each of these data types, it will open another Python file, and there are quite a few source code comments in here as well. And there are even a couple of analysis tools here that I had Claude built for me, which checked the plausibility of the data, etc. So that's all something that you can explore, and let us know if you have any questions or feedback. Thanks a lot.